Be advised, mature content ahead. This podcast is brought to you ad-free thanks to the Legion of Demons at patreon.com/NOTLP. If you like what you hear, there's much more at patreon.com/NOTLP. Join the Legion. That's patreon.com/NOTLP. And now the show.
How do you do? Just a word of friendly warning. I think it will thrill you. It may shock you. It might even horrify you. So if any of you feel that you do not care to subject your nerves to such a strain, now is your chance to, well, we've warned you.
We got something brand new for that ass.
Oh, shit.
Did you hear that, ass? Did you hear?
This was going to be Monica's pick as she won our mailing list raffle. And I hope you're okay, Monica.
We just never heard. So
we never heard back. So we
picked.
We went ahead. We're going to do two newbies that are really good ones. Lego Star Wars Terrifying Tales and
Muppets Haunted Mansion.
Woo!
Both. Huge wins.
Andy
has Kermit arms.
He has his Kermit Mickey ears on right now.
Kermit the Frog is actually with us today.
Yeah.
And he's wearing his Haunted Mansion t-shirt and Haunted Mansion button-up shirt.
I would try to do a Kermit imitation, but it'll probably sound like Ray Romano.
Yeah, they're kind of similar.
We're here to do the show, and
Deborah.
There's a funny thing. I thought that the character's name was Romano the Hutt in this because my hearing's so bad. We looked it up. It's not. Anyways, we'll get to that. But Kelley,
yeah,
how are you?
I'm good.
Good.
I got a Topicana question to tease.
For
later.
Awesome.
I do have one.
You have a new puppy to tease too.
Oh yeah, we're teasing this puppy so hard.
You be nice.
We're not doing that. We got a new little dog yesterday. Well, we lost a member of our family this week. We lost my very special little Phoebe to unknown causes, but it was real sad. But we'd already been talking about finding another puppy for Amber because she really seems kind of dog lonely and wants to play.
Oh, so it's her pet, so she has to take care of it.
We got Amber a dog. Yeah,
she has to take it for walks and feed it.
She did grab his leash yesterday. It was real cute when they were playing around.
She has to rub Riker's nose in the pee if he goes inside.
Yep, she's in charge of all that, so I hope she does a good job.
So cute though when she hits him with the newspaper.
Well, she doesn't have a lot of leverage, so it's very hard. So we had been talking about it, but I was like, well, we have all these other animals, and so then it's kind of like Phoebe sort of made room for this dog that we'd already been looking at. And I was like, well, let's go ahead and give him somewhere because he's also in a place and he couldn't really be outside. He was fostered in a really nice lady. We really liked the foster. But she was in a townhouse and he really wants to be outside.
Jody.
He loves cats. Yeah. Jody, the foster.
It's Australian for beer.
She kept him in her escape room.
I thought it was like Jody Townhouse. What is he doing?
Yeah, Jody Townhouse.
That's your favorite actress.
But thank you. Now I get it.
And so we were like, well, let's just go and see if they hit it off, and immediately, Amber was that's the calmest she's ever been around another dog.
Aww.
And right off the bat, they rode back in the car and they've been playing really well together. And just, he's about a year or more younger than she is. But she's also real young. It's just been a real good time. Yeah. Thanks for asking.
I love dogs and cats.
They're real sweet. We all slept on the bed together. Yeah, it's Riker.
You all slept.
Commander.
So where did he end up?
He was on the bed.
Did she get prime position? Amber is like, well, I already staked out my spot.
Well, he kind of took. Sometimes it's difficult because Amber likes to lay on your legs or wherever.
That's where
so
Alyssa lays, yeah.
She we had made we put a little blanket at the end of the bed for her, and she kind of got it the first time, but then the second night she's like and he came along, he took that spot immediately. He was like, I like a designated place.
Aww.
And then she kind of slept between us, and then he ended up scooching between us. And then our cat Penny then came and laid atop us.
You guys are like the grandparents in Willy Wonka.
Yeah. It was. We were covered in animals.
Yeah, it's the best way to be.
It's our little fox den. And it was really nice.
I got to meet Wrecker yesterday. He was so expecting this really energetic puppy, but he was just so worn out from playing with Amber the whole day. I was like, oh,
That's the best part of having multiple dogs.
like you're adorable, but I want to play with you. So I didn't wake him up though.
Oh, he's leaving.
He's a sleepy baby.
But he did wake up when I was leaving, gave me kisses though.
Yeah. He's a good little guy.
We had Guapo over. We all watched Halloween Kills together. Well, Kelley wasn't there, but
Because he's got a new baby.
he's got a new baby.
He's on paternity leave.
He's on paternity leave.
Gave birth.
So Halloween Kills and Guapo decided he wanted to get up in one of the ottomans, but from like the side, and he got
The
stuck.
He
chair,
hit it
not
from
an
the side.
ottoman.
Not ottoman. I mean Adirondack.
Adirondacks.
It's an Adirondack chair. I said ottoman.
You did.
Adirondack chair. You know how they have that little spot between the arm and the back.
Oh yes.
He got wedged in there, and we had to help him.
He's a little chunky.
He was
monkey.
like Annie from Halloween, getting stuck
Yeah.
in the window.
Also no pants.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My
Exactly
favorite
the
thing
same.
about Annie. Anyway,
Same little underwear. Weird.
it was weird.
I didn't even know they made those for dogs.
They do.
Yeah.
I don't know how she got stuck. It didn't see. I think she was just being very performative about it.
Making a big deal out of
Yeah.
nothing. Mountains out of molehills.
Yeah. That Annie walking around in men's shirts and getting stuck in windows.
Freddie.
Yeah.
You've only introduced Kelley so far.
Yeah, and Andy through story.
Do you have a story about Amy, Freddie?
Through the magic of storytelling, I introduced Andy.
Halloween Kills. I see different opinions
Yeah.
online. I loved it. It was okay. What the hell were they even doing? And I kind of land in the loved it.
Well, I
too.
loved Halloween 2018.
Yeah.
This is more of that. It's really funny when it counts. It's a James Whale movie almost. Like it reminds me so much of Invisible Man, the old Invisible Man, or Bride of Frankenstein. There's a lot of those same beats with the angry villagers and stuff.
Yeah.
And a lot of comedy and just absurd moments, but they play realistically.
For me, it could have been any slasher. It didn't fit what I know of Halloween, but it fits the 2018 world of Halloween.
I don't know. It felt very much like the original Halloween in as much as
They couldn't help it because there's so many throwbacks to it and references
Well,
to it.
yeah, you'll get so much. I don't want to spoil anything, but they will. It felt very much like another piece of the Haddonfield story.
Well, that's what I want.
Yeah.
Which again, it skips all the events after the first one. Nothing
Right.
after the first one happens.
Right.
But you get a very interesting alternate storyline that is much more satisfying, I think, than what you get if you let the
It's world
series
building.
play out. Yeah,
And then there's one more after this, right?
I guess I feel like there has to be.
Well, I think they were planning. I think there were supposed to be 2 more sequels.
I think there has-
Halloween Kills
like a
and
trilogy.
then Halloween
Yeah.
Ends, maybe.
There should be one more based on how it ended.
I'm pretty sure there is.
Evil dies tonight.
And that Jamie Lee Curtis signed up for both of them.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I meant. That's why it feels like a legit classic Universal monster movie, even though it is incredibly gory. Like those moments with the angry villagers, the way the performances are old fashioned, like they're very large, broad performances from the
Right.
townsfolk.
They're acting for the back row.
Well,
Yeah.
it could be seen as campy,
There's some camping.
But in a
Because-
very good way.
but like because they play it, everything around it is so deadly serious. But when you have these moments of literally angry villagers chasing somebody down, it seems out of context.
Where did the villager come from? It's 2021.
Unless your heart's totally open to that, like
Yeah.
me. If you're like me and you miss like monster movies that feel like monster movies, this is legitimately a like very old fashioned monster movie.
So I get both sides. I'm gonna play both sides.
Ugh.
Just ask some questions, man. Okay.
You're just playing devil's advocate.
Yeah.
I understand, man.
Get out of here.
I'm like Joe Rogan. Just ask some questions. I mean, is it what's wrong to ask questions?
Oh yeah. So Topicana, what was our last one?
It was F-bombs.
That's right. You put one F-bomb in a G or PG movie.
That was a really fun episode.
Yeah.
Very lighthearted.
Yeah, we had a good time. Andy was so scared we were going to go way over on time.
No, because you had no limit of.
You could do as many as you want, but it worked out.
It was rapid fire.
Yeah, it was very rapid fire.
There was no limits on this. is limitless.
Ethics weren't an option. You couldn't be
Money.
ethical.
Ethics,
Wasn't allowed.
not a concern.
Don't forget money too.
I did.
And money's no expense. Money's no expense.
You can get our Topicana shows if you're a patron, patreon.com/NOTLP.
Mm-hmm. And
Yup.
I did get a text from Jason, like, I'm ready to do Dick Fight Island for Night of the Comic. When are we doing it?
Oh.
And they're like, Wednesday. And I'm like, what time? And nothing. So.
Do they fight with their dicks?
No, Dick Fight Island is the story of this tournament that happens on this island. It's like manga. So it's this very overwrought Japanese fighting tournament.
Right.
But it turns out that
like to the death.
no,
to the dick.
to the ejaculation.
Okay, so
Because what they're doing, they don't fight. They just try to make each other come, and the guy who comes loses.
oh, so
Yeah.
it's a game of like edging, right?
Yeah, it's basically edging. And all the guys come out and they have all these elaborate costumes with these big cod pieces and shit. And there's all this intrigue and relationship stories going on.
Here's the thing. I want to laugh because I think you're joking right now, but with a manga,
It's totally legit, man.
that's
That's real.
absolutely what it is.
So you're being totally serious right now.
Yeah, it's
okay.
and the thing it's not it sounds
Yeah.
like it's just pornography when I describe it, but it's not. It's actually
Who jerks them off?
It doesn't even sound like pornography.
some of them they have different maneuvers, man.
It sounds like something. It sounds like
What
something
you-
2 7th graders came up with.
Well, I don't want to blow my load, so to speak.
Yes.
Yeah, because you'll lose.
Because we will be doing something, and anyone who is interested is welcome to participate in that. I have a copy of it on my phone.
He's talking to us, listener,
yeah.
not you.
Yeah, the other podcast people here. I have the Apple Book. I bought. I own it. I feel like it needs to be read by other
I'm
people.
glad it's like not the physical copy of it because it'll be covered in jizz.
That's
Oh
right.
my gosh.
It's like I can't even open it.
No, it comes that way.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, tear the pages apart.
That's the steel book.
The steelbook version.
Dick
equivalency.
Can you-
Island.
You can read the cover and the back of it. That's it. The other, Everything's just stuck together.
So that's what a dick fight is. It's an orgasm race.
Yeah, but you don't want to win the race. You
No.
want to outlast.
No, I get you.
No, the race is to last. Wait, why
Yeah.
am I?
But they
arguing
do,
this?
man. They have crazy stuff like
You're blowing your load, babe.
yeah. You just got to
Hold on to your load.
Read it, so it'll be worth your time.
That's for Night of the Comic fans. How long has it been since one of those happened?
It's been
Months.
84 years.
Oh, so you've been waiting to blow your load on
Yeah.
Night of the Comic.
Yeah, I'm waiting to blow my load.
Been saving it.
Keep saying the word.
I've been waiting
load.
Such a cuck.
Load.
for a load like you.
Great.
Well,
Anything else going on?
We've been doing Whorehound Magazine's challenge,
Yeah.
which
What was
is
yesterday's?
Well, we flip flopped since we knew we were watching Halloween Kills on Saturday. Friday was
Oh,
Halloween
Friday
Kills.
was the talent. Okay.
So we switched that with watch Candyman. Now we had already seen the new Candyman just recently and then the original Candyman recently. So we decided to watch Candyman 2.
oh,
I fell asleep.
sweets for the sweet.
it's so bad. Farewell to the Flesh.
Farewell to the flesh.
It is
Yeah.
so. And here's the crazy thing about this movie. It's directed by Bill Condon, and I
was
thought
happy to be asleep.
I was like, that's a different Bill Condon. And
You're
Andy's
thinking
like,
of Bill Condom.
yeah. Andy's like, no, it is Bill Condon, the guy who did Gods and Monsters and everything.
Yeah, no, yeah.
This movie's fucking awful. I'd seen it before, and I remember seeing it and being like, that wasn't as good as the first one. And then I saw the third one, and I'm like, the third one is like a crime against movies, you know?
Yeah.
And this one is just as bad as that. And
It's just as bad as that.
it really is that bad. It's terrible.
I believe you.
Now, Andy, you watched it with Freddie. And I watched the first part with all of you, but do
I
you
had
agree
fun.
that it was bad?
It was bad, but I had fun making fun of it with you guys.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was like
With my snores?
Yeah.
Andy noticed some stuff too. Like they try to do the kind of hypnotized face that Virginia Madsen uses so much in the original, but to
Yeah.
great effect, you know.
Yeah.
And they have this much, you know, no offense to the lady, but a much lesser.
Just not, no.
She just
Warmer.
looks slack faced.
Well,
Like
la-
lacks
She,
charisma.
She's a suggestion of a person.
I got
She
you.
also
Yeah.
the parts of a person,
Right.
but it's not quite there yet.
Right. And
Yeah,
then-
like you
You don't
couldn't
notice her?
You could a police sketch artist can't draw her, if that makes sense.
She's a
right. No
perfect
matter how
killer.
many features and details
Yeah.
you give, and he gets them right or she gets them
Yeah.
right, but at no point does
Yeah.
this resemble a real person. You're like, I don't see a person
It's
there.
just like it's like a person with like a a symmetrical, ovular, not unattractive face and yellow hair.
Yeah.
And they're like, can you find this person?
Like she could be a serial killer and have like the biggest kill list ever.
Yeah.
Because no one will ever catch her.
And I realized all they did was they swapped out Chicago for New Orleans and the bonfire for a flood. And everything else in the movie is kind of a variation on the first one.
Yeah. That's all it is.
But not good.
Oh, well, I'm not going to watch it.
My favorite part is when they named him Candyman. The realization that
Oh my God. Oh God.
They had to show you that part for sure. They always have to.
Yeah.
the kid with the honey, and he licks his finger, like honey off his face. He's like, Candyman.
Yeah, and everybody starts going, one leg goes, oh, Candyman. And she looks like Paul F. Tompkins, like dressed up,
Right.
drag. And then, like,
Except Candyman was
they all start
already
chanting.
Candyman before they put him on the thing.
Well, this is back when he was still Daniel Robitaille, and
like
he
when he
had the
first got
affair
killed.
with the plantation owner's daughter because he was painting her.
And they
Yeah, I remember that. But I thought his name was already Candyman. But maybe I didn't
No,
get
that's the urban legend. He became Candyman.
I got
But they never said, like, until this movie where they're smearing the honey all over him for the bees.
Right.
And this kid's just like, it's like that scene in like movies about musicians when they're like, man, I guess another one bit the dust.
Yeah.
They're like, say that again.
Yeah.
Right. Candyman!
You know that new sound you've been looking for?
Well, that's what that accent you just made. They have this weird narrator just saying shit.
Just saying shit. Just whatever comes to mind.
But that's what it sounded like, right? It sounded like he was reading the back of his Adrans box.
Oh, it just had some fucking moments in there, man.
Tony Todd's in this movie?
Oh yeah.
Oh, he
a lot.
He was very handsome in this movie.
He looks great. It's like his hair looks really good. His skin's perfect, and they lit him beautifully, so he looks like the most handsome movie monster you've ever seen.
So you can say, in the respect of a lighting achievement, it was a success.
Yes.
And then
Indeed.
there's this one scene where this guy gets stung to death by bees, and there's a picture of it, of the crime scene, and the police officer presents the picture to the lady. He's like, "Is this your handiwork?" I'm like, "Yes, the lady had bees with her."
Yeah, like the cops thought she killed someone with bees.
Did you? All right. They weren't even trying.
And it had the guy from the first movie who's at the dinner scene, who is the academic.
The one I thought was Tiny Tim.
Yeah, he's very Tiny Tim energy.
Yeah.
He kind of looks like Ben Franklin.
Yeah, he
bit.
looks like Ben Franklin.
Yeah.
Yeah, and he's given a
The
talk.
obnoxious guy.
Yeah, he wrote a book,
The douchebag.
and she's got the most bland brother. The main character has this.
Everybody's playing
Yeah,
except
super
Tony
bland.
Except for
Todd.
Veronica Cartwright.
And Veronica-
yeah.
Oh, Veronica Cartwright's
she
great
saved
and everything.
her and Tony Todd saved the movie.
Yeah.
Yeah, but not really.
I know.
They should make a movie
they
about them
tried to
making it
save
as a
the
movie
movie.
called Veronica Cartwright and Tony Todd Save the Movie.
It's like if a doctor is like just won't give up on CPR saving something.
Right.
If the person is like technically brain dead and their chest is broken, and they're like, well, we got you one good last hour in here if the family wants to come in and say goodbye to Farewell to the Flash.
Yeah.
If they want to say farewell to the Flash.
That's how
Bye,
that
Flash.
movie goes.
Bye, Flash.
Bye, Felicia.
Hey. Hey, mister, you know you fucked up. You say farewell to the flesh, okay? No more flesh for you, fella. Farewell.
Goodbye, farewell, auf Wiedersehen, goodbye. I said goodbye twice. I doubt they did that in the song.
Flesh.
So Flesh is on like the Titanic and somebody's waving. Farewell.
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 Farewell. Oh, who are you saying farewell to? Farewell to the flesh.
Who's Flash? I
Candyman.
don't know. Anybody's Flash. Farewell to the Flash. DC Comics presents Farewell to the Flash.
Do you like turtles?
I like turtles.
Were you bit by a vampire?
We learned it was hit.
Hit by a vampire?
What?
Vampire?
I got hit by a vampire.
Abusive vampire. Oh, I can't. When I get into roulette, I'm not going to say anything.
Oh, you're not going to review it at all?
I'm just going to sit in silence. Moment of silence.
Okay. That's
Moment of
a
silence for the victims of Michael Myers.
weird choice, but sure.
Uh-huh.
All right. Well, shall we move on to that then?
Let's say farewell to the flesh.
Farewell.
Hello, boys Boys and girls, it's time for straight-to-video Russian roulette.
Police, search warrant! Police, search warrant!
Do not touch anything.
Could be no one left alive in here.
Do I just press the button?
Press the red button.
Just press it.
I assume they're paying extra for this.
Yes.
This is a remarkable story.
Hello? Hello?
Holly?
Compression technology, the Veggie Masher turns your vegetables into a tasty, mouth-watering paste.
Man, I'll tell you what.
Tell me.
This was another treat. Oh boy, man.
Not a trick. You weren't tricked.
I wasn't tricked. This was a good time, man. Amy watched it with me.
What is it?
VHS 94, the latest from Bloody Disgusting. I love it. The wraparound's this SWAT team who are investigating this cult that has these videos, and they raid this compound, but then you see the different videos throughout, including that you heard in the trailer, that commercial for the veggie smasher, whatever it was, which was a fun throwback to
Jack
the 90s.
Chop.
Yeah, it was very Jack Chop. So the stories are Storm Drain, which Kelley, I think you'll love.
I will.
If you remember that viral video that went around where the people thought they saw the leprechaun in their tree in their neyborhood.
Oh yeah, everybody
yes.
said leprechaun say hey.
They made the Key and Peele sketch about it, I think. The Pegasus.
Yeah.
In that drawing of the little
I thought it was a crackhead who got caught in a tree.
I feel like that inspired this in some way.
The Storm Drain
one?
Was it a what if there really was a leprechaun?
Kinda, yeah. I don't want to spoil anything, but I just want to say that that's the first thing that came to mind when I saw this.
Nice.
Noise.
This is so worth it. I mean, if you're a perfect Halloween time movie. Then there's another one of the shorts is called The Wake, and it's this character who is, her name's Haley. She's working new job at a funeral home, and they have this process where part of the package, the funeral packages, they shoot a video of the wake overnight, and then they have that as part of the video they make for the actual service.
Oh, good idea.
And there is no one shows up, just so she's there alone with this closed casket and you hear the guys who work there with her before they've talking about how he was unrecognizable and all this stuff. And creepy shit starts happening when she's stranded there alone.
This one's my favorite. Some really good effects work. I mean, it helps that the conceit is it's a VHS tape, so they can rough up the picture a little bit because
like tracking and stuff.
Yeah,
that's what I love about it.
They find really
you don't see the
stuff.
as well, and you would probably see it unless
the
CGI is what I meant to say. It took me a while to
So
get there.
are all these in the 90s of videos? Is that why it's called 94?
Yeah, it's all set in 94. And like, also they find very clever ways to, explain why they're filming. It's part of the fun, I think, of making these VHS, this series is why are you filming this is as much part of the gag as the gag itself, And I think each one of these has a very interesting reason and how they use cameras, how they introduce cameras to being, like diegetic to what's happening and not like a third
So it's not like
It's all-seeing eye type
a
thing.
lot of like found footage films. Like, why don't they just put the camera down? You don't need. Why are they running around with it?
Right. They find really there's good reason.
So there's ways around it. So, yeah.
Then there is this one called The Subject, which I think starts off as just kind of a mad scientist kind of story, and I felt like it was going one way, and it surprised me and went another, and turned out to be a pretty amazing little short film.
It's very gory too.
Yeah,
Nice.
Fun kills. Is that a weird thing to say?
No.
That's the Indonesian one.
Yeah.
Then there is.
No, I like how they're doing international because the other. One of the VHS series, they had the cult one that was in Asia.
I love that one.
That was one of the best ones.
Then there's one called Terror, where it's a domestic terrorist group filming themselves preparing for a terrorist attack. And it's like their propaganda videos. And they are kind of like the Michigan militia kind of.
White supremacists.
Oh, by the way, I forgot to mention the first story, the storm drain, takes place in Westerville, Ohio.
Oh.
Yeah.
It's just up the street, an hour or and a half.
Yeah,
or
it's not
something.
too far from here. So this terror segment mostly takes place on this compound where all these militiamen are living together, and there's this man they have locked up in this cell in the back, and they go in and they shoot him in the head.
Are you spoiling?
No, but this is just a teaser for this one. I'm going to say they shoot him in the head, and then later they show another guy in there with him shooting him in the head again, like he's alive again.
Right.
So you're like, what the fuck? I thought they just killed that guy, and from there it turns into another interesting and surprising kind of twist on some traditional stories and stuff. Yeah. And then there is the segment. What was Holly Hell? Why am I having a hard time remembering that? Was that just kind of one of the little joke things they did?
I have no idea, babe.
I don't know. For some reason,
I think that was it. Right?
Well, this was... Oh, Holly Hell was the wraparound story.
Okay.
That's the name of that one.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I think my favorite was the one Terror, because I thought it was super clever. And the performances in that one are out of this world. Like the guys who play, especially the leader of the militia, is fantastic. Very kind of hard to pin down exactly. It feels like it could border on like a stereo. You could go real stereotypical with it,
right?
But this guy finds like a very interesting way to play him. That's a little different.
How are the performances across the board? Because I know, like in a lot of found footage films, it can be very improv-y and awful.
No, this
everything's short enough. It's fine. They didn't have any bloat where you'd need to fill in.
Yeah,
no heavy lifting, acting wise.
It's very scripted. Every line serves a purpose. Especially in the first one, the storm drain. That one has some real interesting exposition, kind of, without being obvious about it. It's hard to say.
It's been exposed.
It's hard to say things without spoiling. But so go watch it. It's on AMC Plus or Shudder, and totally 100% worth your time.
I love an anthology for Halloween.
Agreed. It knocks out a few at once.
This one ticks a lot of boxes.
Boom.
And if you're looking for some gore,
nice boom.
Thank you.
Creative gore, gory gore.
Creative gory gore.
It would make a great double feature with Halloween Kills.
Oh yeah. All right. So let's get this party.
Oh, what's connective tissue between this and Halloween Kills?
They're both scary.
Okay.
There's a little bit of something.
They're old school scary movies.
There's a little bit of crossover with the Star Wars thing, but I'll let you discover.
Geez.
There's a tiny little point where I'm like, that's so funny because we just saw that and whatchamacallit. I almost ran over my dog.
Don't do that.
But it's fine. All right. So let's get cranking.
Crank it.
Let's crank this Jack in the Box. Are you okay, Andy? You just close your eyes inside.
No, I'm just tired. It's been a long day for me.
Bitch,
He's like, I'm too tired to crank this box.
He's like, I'm sticky and tired.
You're too tired to crank it. All right.
I had too many candy apples.
We're going to start with Kelley.
Well, I'm never too tired to crank it.
Never too tired to crank it.
Oh, no.
That's I haven't done one in a very long time.
In a very.
Good shot. Okay, he's dead. Let's go get him. That's another one for the fire.
Thanks, Sheriff.
Woo! It's a heartbreaker of a moment in a movie.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so this film is on Amazon Prime. It's called Black as Night.
Oh, I keep seeing this advertised to me.
It's an Amazon original.
She's as black as night, willing to snack on light ice cream. Doesn't work. Let's cold as ice. Let's try that.
A resourceful teenage girl driven by revenge alongside her trusted friends spends her summer battling vampires terrorizing her city of New Orleans.
Yeah, I thought this looked kind of fun.
This will be fun. Keith David's in it.
Yeah, I love Keith David.
Love that man.
I love him too, but sometimes he signs on for things.
I love that he gets a paycheck.
I love that he gets a paycheck too. And you know what? I'll watch anything with him in it for that reason.
All right. Good.
He's always good no matter what.
I've been meaning to see if the Spawn animated series is on HBO Max.
It is.
Because I'd like to show it to Lee. Because I have fond memories. It was so much better than the movie.
Oh, yeah.
By
definitely.
a million degrees. It was actually really good. I feel like they should do that for Spawn. I wish Todd McFarlane would stop being such a control person. Let someone
control top pantyhose.
Let some executive produce. Let someone bring Spawn.
You wanted to slip down
to a 2D animated thing, like Harley Quinn, not 3D animation, so that it looks like a weird Pixar version of Spawn. It would be adorable, but it would not be Spawn.
So wait, who would make a good Spawn?
Well, Keith David was the voice of Spawn.
No, I meant like I thought you were thinking of a creator.
Just a 2D. Tartovsky, the guy that made Primal.
Oh yes, Primal and Spawn. I could see those.
I want
together.
that guy to do Conan though. I'm desperate for that guy to do
perfect.
Conan. I think he's doing a Popeye thing next though.
That sounds kind of awesome though, if it's him doing it.
Maybe, but I really
they
want.
were getting Wes Anderson to do Spawn. That's what I heard.
I really want Conan. That would be such a cute Spawn movie.
Oh man!
And it would tug at your heart.
Yeah,
it would make me angry.
You'd be like, I love the clothes that Clown wears in this one. They all look like they're from a 1940s like Sears Roebuck catalog.
It's kind of a great soundtrack though.
It will.
Tilda Swinton is Spawn.
Actually, there like a bunch of different people play Spawn, just different aspects.
Yeah.
Now Cat Stevens, Moonshadow. That's what it goes out on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, there we go. Black as Night.
I've been fucking with a clown demon. No.
You ready to move on, babe?
Oh yeah,
babe.
Babe.
Hey, babe.
That's my job. Oh shit.
Remember when Dennis Miller was good?
Yeah, I do. I remember liking Dennis Miller, and then something happened.
Yeah, something happened.
It was that hair.
It's that hair. It's too much hair for him to handle. Too much power.
They put him in movies.
Yeah, too much hair.
Absolute power. Absolutely.
Absolute hair corrupts.
Yes.
What a weird excuse. It was the hair. I'm telling you.
I got a bad feeling about this. What is this place?
Castle Vader, the galaxy's first all-inclusive luxury theme resort.
Feel the power of the dark side at the Empire Emporium. Now open.
Within these walls lies tales almost too terrifying to tell. Would you like to hear them?
Was that lightning inside? Oh, that's a big one!
The legendary tales of the Sith speak of the thirst for power.
Oh no. Join us then and take what you want.
Will you please? This isn't fun! The devotion of the undead. Uh-oh. And submitted for your approval. A tale of desire.
I wish I was a pilot.
Join the Imperial Academy.
I will train you.
Oh yeah!
Is that really what happened?
No, it's not.
Be afraid! Be very afraid!
So, what do you think?
A little on the nose is what I think.
Everyone gets scared, kid. Without fear, you can't have courage.
How did they get the Joker to cameo as the Emperor?
Wait, what did you say, Coco?
I said, how'd they get the Joker to cameo as the Emperor? Because that's definitely Mark Hamill, right?
You know what? We had this conversation. I don't think we ever.
No, I don't
determined.
think Mark Hamill does a voice in this at all.
How could that not? That sounds exactly like the Joker.
Well, you got Master Shake.
Master Shake is there.
Is the Hut. Tony Hale.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Is
Vinay.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then you have Barbara Goodson as Mother Talzin.
He is not.
We don't have to listen.
Holy fucking balls! It's then someone.
Christian Slater is Ren.
Right, new Christian Slater,
yeah.
that was great.
Yeah. This was
who was the Emperor? Who was Emperor Palpatine or whatever? Who was the Emperor?
The Emperor. I'll find out for you.
Has no clothes. That much I know.
Trevor Duvall
doing Mark Hamill doing the Joker.
Mm-hmm.
Doing the butt.
He was the voice of Emperor Palpatine and Grand Moff Tarkin.
All right.
But this was like way better than Henry Right to Be.
Oh, it was so great.
Yeah.
I loved it.
You like cuteness? That's what I'd describe it as. It's just cute.
It's super cute, and it's it's a great Star Wars romp. This is the thing, and
I feel Star Warsy.
I feel like I would piss off, and I've had my differences with Star Wars fans because I am a Star Wars fan.
Yes,
but I'm a good one.
I'm a Doors fan.
Well, because I know like a lot of people were saying about the new trilogy. They said if that's not Star Wars. But this definitely, I disagree. It is Star Wars.
I disagree too. It feels like Star Wars.
This one feels like Star Wars.
Yeah, it really.
I think for me, as much as as movies, the prequels are terrible. I have carved out a place in my heart for them because they have added to this universe in some good ways.
They've added to the canon. Listen, I don't like the three middle movies, but as movies, I don't enjoy them. But I acknowledge. They're part of canon now, and like you said, I enjoyed seeing.
Oh, that's growth on your part.
I know
it's hard. Growth is hard.
I enjoyed seeing callbacks to them in the sequels.
The use of the droids in this, the battle droids.
Oh, and in this specifically, yes, I love them waking up the battle droids and making them zombies. This was just a great Star Wars romp. It was a fun, cute romp. And nods to some fun movies. It was real fun.
Yeah, I love what they pulled from the horror world to bring into Star Wars. Like the first little story, because it's just an anthology.
It's the Treehouse of Terror model.
Yeah, it feels like a campfire tale.
Yeah, exactly.
And instead of on Treehouse of Terror, you have this has a wraparound story where what's his name? The Hutt?
Grabella the Hutt, which Freddie and I decided that the Hutts are just Ferengi. They're just shaped different.
So he's starting a resort in Vader's castle, which I love. They are referencing things like I remember this castle was in the comic books.
Yeah,
and there's little things, and they let real stories be told also through these that are totally important elements within the saga. And this first one in particular is like the origin story of Kylo Ren, but told through the lens of Joel Schumacher's The Lost Boys.
Like so
blatant.
Somebody loves The Lost Boys.
I thought they would just kind of reference it instead of they recreated exact scenes from it.
Yeah. It was great.
Fucking saxophone player
with the fucking. I love the speeder. I love the speeder bikes.
Yeah. So even like the head of the Knights of Ren had the Kiefer Sutherland.
Yeah, the mullet.
Mullet.
Oh, I forgot.
That was Christian Slater.
I probably phrased that in a very confusing way. But what I was saying was that story, the Lost Boys story, is being told to them by Neve, played by Tony Hale, right?
Vinay. I don't know why it matters. The Vinay.
And while getting the tour of this castle, he's telling these stories to Poe Dameron and this young boy who is a repair kid in this
Vinay
resort.
is some sort of Darth, right?
He's like a Sith cultist.
Yeah, he's like Darth Vader's fanboy.
He's a Seventh-day Adventist. He's
a Darth Vader stan, so much. He stands him.
He stands him so hard in the butt.
But he's telling these scary stories to Poe Dameron and the repair kid.
Yeah, and there's these two Twi'leks that are servants to Ray Romano the Hutt. and they kind of serve as just kind of being scared throughout.
Yeah, they're like the Abbott and Costello.
Yeah.
Well, it's a nice throwback to the Jabba the Hutt and his Twi'lek that he had chained with him.
Yeah.
Seems like Twi'leks and Hutts go together.
Damn, that
peanut butter and jelly.
And that first The Lost Boy, that moment with the Cantina band doing the boardwalk saxophone thing killed me.
My favorite part was the bridge scene where that was
awesome.
The Lego men are dropping from the bridge. It was so cute.
Yeah, they even recreated like when Luke he's going to go to Tashi Station and he's Uncle Owen's like
what?
Do your work. Don't you remember?
Yeah, they recreated that pretty well.
That's all
that's the monkeys.
The monkey's paw.
Monkey's paw, which
was great.
Paw.
Yeah, the monkey's paw was awesome.
The Wookiee's paw.
The Wookiee's paw.
The Wookiee's paw, even better.
Yeah, the Wookiee's paw. So that's a really interesting, almost like a what if story.
Yeah, Luke Skywalker becomes Darth Vader.
Yeah. He joins the Empire, but he still accidentally destroys the Death Star when it's all said
Which was
and done.
amazing. That was hilarious, and again, just super adorable. It shows the alternate where Leia is commanding.
Yeah.
She's Red Leader.
And Obi-Wan's still alive.
Rather.
Yeah, Obi-Wan was alive.
Well, I didn't realize that these were alternate stories. I thought, wait, this didn't happen in the movie.
Well,
but then I realized he's just telling tales to get the kid on his side.
I almost feel like the Lost Boy was pretty close to what you didn't get to hear in the sequels
About Kylo Ren.
Yeah, that one felt like it had some truth to it, like from a backstory.
So in this Wookiee's paw, which starts as has a Twilight Zone intro.
Yeah.
It's so great.
Yeah, Luke, instead of getting trained by Yoda, gets trained by Darth Vader.
Yeah.
And he's got Darth Vader on his back, carrying him like he did Yoda.
Yep.
But now it's Darth Vader, and Darth Vader just gives him a little kiss on the head.
Yeah, like Leia did in the first one. He says, "For luck."
Well, I like that. I thought it was
that
cute.
was amazing.
I mean, it was cute, but I thought it was like a moment because that's his son, basically.
Yeah.
And he's like kind of giving him, the affection he couldn't as a growing up.
It's adorable.
Yeah.
It was super
Anyway,
cute.
you cut
Well,
it.
now they're going to die in the vastness of space together.
Mm-hmm.
Because Luke didn't know when to quit.
No.
So I'm trying to remember.
With his Wookiee's paw.
Well, even the Wookiee's paw was so cute. It was the little Lego hand.
Yeah.
Just the little curve.
Oh yeah, we didn't even mention. Yeah, this is a
it had,
Lego Star Wars.
It had like the little fur on it and everything, but it still had that little curve.
That's the beauty of this. I think they don't rest on the fact that people will watch because it's Lego Star Wars. They really put work into the gags and the performances and everything.
Even the script, there was at one point somebody else called Darth Sidious, Darth Hideous.
Yeah.
And I thought that was just a cute throwaway line. But
It was. I
like it when they're fighting Grievous. And that's the story.
That was pretty badass, actually. General Grievous and Darth Maul with the fucking scorpion body.
Yeah,
Darth Maul got his kind of Frankenstein story.
Yeah, that was kind of awesome, actually. The two monsters go. It was sort of like it was like a Wolfman meets Frankenstein kind of a vibe.
And it was funny, like when he loses the spider legs and he's just the torso.
Yeah.
When he uses the Force to have all of General Grievous cut off all his own arms. And then pushes him off like Wile E. Coyote.
It was super. Yeah, it was hilarious.
But like that, there's a moment where he gets reattached to his spider legs, scorpion legs, or whatever. But it's like tape around him, and I just thought that was so cute because it seems like that's what a kid would do.
Yeah, their toy.
Yeah. So even though it's like you remind us that they're still toys. I mean, portrayed as toys.
Exactly.
But I like the little details. It looks like there's like teeth marks in some of the Legos.
Yeah, and their hair falls off.
Oh, I love when Luke switches his hair out when he goes bad. He takes off the shaggy hair and he puts on the corporate cut that he had in Jedi. Yeah, that was some shit.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
What else about that one? I can't remember. So we talked about that one, and then we talked about
three
that
stories.
other one, and then we just talked about that thing, and then Poe Dameron teaches the meaning of true courage to the little boy.
And BB-8 rolls through paint and he turns into a jack-o'-lantern, which was a brilliant way to handle that. I loved it.
Loved it.
I could watch this every year. This and this next one.
It was super cute. Yeah, both agreed.
Yeah. do we want to go ahead into the next?
I say we do.
I said let's stomp into it.
Let's stomp into it.
Welcome to the home of fear and fright, where not all guests survive the night. The lucky souls will live to tell, and those who don't will rot in.
What's the matter with you? You can't say that. This is a family show.
What are you doing?
Welcome, foolish Muppets, to tonight's very special Halloween challenge.
We just have to survive the night in this haunted mansion?
Everything here will seem familiar, but your eyes may deceive you.
Whoa. I'm mysterious. Madame Pagoda. Wait, stop. Turn it down. I can't hear myself think.
Take 5, everybody.
Where are you going? No.
Happy Halloween! This place is really haunted.
Fiends, omens, and bogeymen, lend me your fear.
It's showtime.
Usually I'm worried about dying up here, but looks like you beat me to it. Don't you have anything better to do than boo me?
Tough room. Ooh, indoor lightning. I'm not a shrimp. Close enough.
Shaka waka!
If by sunrise you fail this endeavor, then you must remain here forever.
I'm out of here! How did you...
I could just eat you alive.
Oh, that's sweet, right?
Okay. I was like, I could just watch the whole thing again.
Muppets Haunted Mansion.
Man, this is a friggin' Reese Cup situation if I've ever seen one.
It really is. It's a great Muppet thing in general. It's a great Muppet thing, and it's cool. I got to tell you, in terms of the Muppets themselves, I really like the Muppeteer who does the Frank Oz bits, the Fozzies and the Piggies. He nails it. Kermit's voice.
I didn't think Kermit was as strong in this either, but
but the Frank Oz person is killing it, and of course Dave Goelz is still doing Gonzo and his characters. I think he's the last original Muppeteer to be still performing his characters, which is cool.
I feel honored.
Yeah, but it was so fun. I love all the little callbacks to the Muppet Show itself.
Well, I was wondering how much you would enjoy this because there were so many inside baseball things about the ride at Haunted Mansion.
Yeah. Well, if I'm being honest, I've picked some of those things up from you guys.
Yeah.
So I caught some of it. Definitely, I've heard all about the ballroom, the haunted dancing. And what was nice is they combined it with that bit from the Muppet Show where they would be doing the ballroom dancing and telling the jokes. Wayne and Wendy were there.
That was perfect.
That was perfect. That was my ultimate Disney meets Muppets moment.
Yeah, they used to do that on Laugh-In too.
Yeah,
but I'm glad that there were a lot in the beginning. I thought it was going to be super heavy into Haunted Mansion references, but once they got into the story and they did their own songs, that's when I felt it was veered more toward Muppet territory.
It follows the story structure of the ride exactly though, which is really cool.
Yeah.
I highly encourage anybody who's not familiar with the ride, watch a ride through on YouTube, because I think you'll get more out of, this. Not that you wouldn't get so much fun out of it already, but I would, Disneyland or Disney World, choose one of those.
They use something that was so brilliant in this to bring Statler and Waldorf in.
Oh, yeah.
The Doom Buggies.
They're in the ride vehicle from the park when they come in to replace the balcony they sit in on the Muppet Show traditionally. And it's so brilliant because it also floats through about where you would be in the ride.
And where you usually get stuck and you get to hear the message that they play.
Where they got stuck. Yeah. We always get stuck at the ballroom scene too.
No, well, in front of Madame Leota or ballroom. It's just one of those. Because they're loading people, with
Yeah, but why? There has to be
wheelchairs.
somebody stuck in other places, but we always end up in those.
That's where we end up.
I got stuck going backwards into the cemetery scene.
Oh, no, they had anyone's too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You might have been with me, but we were there for a while and we got kind of dizzy because we were leaning so far back.
I've had that happen to me on Spaceship Earth. Anyway, just a fucking bonanza of good things smushed together.
I was so impressed with the sets.
Yeah.
Like they recreated so much from the Haunted Mansion, but down to scale to Muppet size. Mm-hmm. Just the detail it went into was just so amazing.
Did you see? Okay, so you do get to see the singing bus that are out in the graveyard.
Yes.
One of them was Pat Sajak. Did we all catch that?
I did not catch that.
A lot of them were covered in so much makeup, I couldn't tell who they were.
Yeah.
Well, because in the credits they show him. Because everybody's singing.
Craig Robinson was
Craig
one of them
Robinson. Some of the ghosts that were in the graveyard. There was Sashir Zameda.
Danny Trejo.
Danny Trejo.
Oh, nice.
Chrissy Metz from This Is Us.
Yeah. I'm missing somebody else, but it's fine.
Bunsen, Honeydew, and Beaker had a very brief cameo early on.
It was real cute because he says, I wish we had a bigger part.
And he was like, and he was like, oh, budget.
So the story is that Gonzo has been invited to a celebration of the life of his favorite magician, MacGuffin.
The Great MacGuffin.
It's MacGuffin and his partner, his red herring named Pee-wee.
Yeah.
Which I thought that was very funny.
That's a real cute little thing to do.
That is very funny. Gonzo's been invited to the Haunted Mansion. Doesn't know it's haunted.
Pee-wee Herring.
Pee-wee Herring. Think about that. That's kind of funny too. And so
I didn't get that until just now when you said it, Kelly.
Gonzo brings Pepe the prawn. And Pepe's all excited because there's going to be famous peoples.
Famous peoples, okay.
I love Pepe.
Well, I love how they gave the main characters were Pepe and Gonzo.
Yeah.
Like, side characters basically. Yeah. Even though Gonzo has a bigger role, but
yeah,
these are like side characters and they are the main driving force of the whole show.
And Gonzo has no fears. And
that's the great Gonzo.
He's the great Gonzo, and that's part of his character.
My favorite Muppet, by the way. Yeah. Gonzo was always my Muppet.
I was Gonzo and Grover. I know Grover's Sesame Street,
but he is a Muppet.
But yeah, he's a Muppet, and I always felt like they were somehow related.
They are, because they're both blue.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. You think all blue people know each other?
That's racist.
No, but I mean
Grover, another Frank Oz character.
Yeah, but Gonzo, that's the core of the character already. Is he's the fearless character?
Yeah,
right?
he's crazy.
He really is, and then it's a perfect fit. Man, peanut butter jelly time right there. Those two things, peanut butter and chocolate. Just peanut butter's good by itself, even. But I'm talking about when two things are good together. So that would actually weaken my point if I were to point that out. It's better together. Like the Muppets in the Haunted Mansion.
Yeah, better together.
Would this be a pumpkin Reese's? Because those are the best ones, right?
Oh, man, they're good. They have so much peanut butter.
The tree or the pumpkin, I feel like they're equal.
I do prefer, I think, I prefer either the pumpkin or the egg.
Oh, yeah.
Which came first?
Yeah.
The Easter.
It was the egg, right? I mean, for real, though, I think the egg was the first big Reese cup, right?
Okay.
And then the tree came later.
I just think like the holiday ones, you get more peanut butter.
Mm-hmm. Star David's pretty good.
I don't like the tree one so much.
Okay, so it's like third. Like obviously pumpkin's first because
so it's pumpkin, egg, then tree, right?
Pumpkin, egg, tree.
I put it in that order.
Yeah.
Ooh, have you had
regular
the little "Don't tread on me" snake? It's got so much peanut butter in it.
Yeah, it's problematic.
It has the right to have all that peanut butter in it.
But it's white chocolate.
It's only white chocolate.
It's only white chocolate.
Oh, Zawo.
Oh, anyways, Reese Cat.
Will Arnett is your ghost host.
What I love about this is he finally gets to be a magician that was like good.
Oh yeah, because of Job.
Yeah. I didn't even think about that.
Oh, look at me. See, I don't know the Haunted Mansion, but I'm picking up all the
look at you.
The Easter eggs.
I'll tell you, he's a great ghost host. I like this iteration of. I like where Will Arnett has made this turn to being this family guy. This very like, he's an entertainer for all ages. I guess is what I'm trying to say. And he was prior to this, I felt like he was very much in that danger niche, like take chances comedy performances, you know. And now I feel like he's found like this really great place where he can be like, I'm gonna do wholesome stuff.
Once he started voicing Lego Batman,
yeah, and then
once he started voicing BoJack.
Yeah, very children oriented.
But I do feel like maybe
Cartoon.
I feel like BoJack, he put all his darkness in that, and now he's just ready to do this stuff.
I just feel like Disney pays well, clearly.
And that too.
They got Tony Hale locked up in a basement doing voices for everything.
Hey, I would love that though.
Yeah.
But I feel like a lot of people, sign up for Disney because they love it.
Yeah, no, exactly, of course. And he's got kids. That would be so cool for his kids to see him in this.
And you want to be a part of that.
Yeah.
You want to be a part of that. They're going to ask you back.
You want to be on the list.
If you do a good job, they're going to ask you back. And then you're part of the mob. That's like being in the mob.
Yeah.
But better.
Yeah, could you imagine?
Times better.
Like Joe Pesci thought he was going to become a Disney guy, and they're like, "Hey, we're going to take you out, and we're going to."
He's expecting to go to the fucking the Magic Kingdom.
They have cotton candy and stuff. He's like, "No, we got to go in the back room over here where there's extra cotton candy back here, and you can meet Mickey." And he's like, "Oh, this is great." And then they blow his fucking brains out.
Right in the face too, so they can't have an open casket for his mom.
And then they just toss like one of the ear hats down onto his body.
There you go. They like, leave the revolver, Joey. Take the Mickey bar. That's a whole nother movie though. That's
they throw it on.
That's the Godfather. The cannoli. Leave the gun. Take the cannoli. But in this, it's leave the gun. Take the Dole Whip.
Is that you adding?
Disney
Is that the dub? Dole Whip.
Dole Whip. You don't get
That's for TV.
Cigar like that from eating pineapple.
Will Arnett's doing his best successor to Thurl Ravenscroft, right? He's the original voice from The Ride.
Yes.
Right.
I'm pretty sure that's
Which is such. Can we just talk about how that is the greatest name?
Can I tell you about my history with that name?
Yeah.
So apparently like somewhere. There's like a branch of my mom's family that have that last name. And she told me when I was a kid, and I had this. I was like, "That's the baddest ass last name I ever heard." And so I started when I was a kid, and I would write stories. I would name characters that, and I used it recently for something, but I don't remember for what.
It doesn't sound made up.
It does. It doesn't sound like a real name.
It
And
might
actually,
not
mine
be.
was Ravenscraft. It wasn't Croft. But
Either one, they sound like a something that's exclusively Dungeons and Dragons characters.
yeah, or
used.
like an EC Comics host character.
Yeah.
Thurl.
I'm Grimalkin Ravenscroft. Welcome.
And he's the only Thurl I've ever heard of.
Yeah.
Goodbye, Thurl had to die.
Oh, anyway.
We'll pack a lunch.
So Grover and Pepe.
Thurl in the trunk.
Gonzo. What did I say?
Grover.
Gonzo and Pepe have to make it through the night to live.
Maybe they can face the morning after.
And it turns out they have to face their fear.
They do.
Or Grover. Gonzo does. Jiminy Christmas, you should have never said Grover.
Grover's not there.
And he's so fearless that this is like the premier challenge for him. Because he's like, I'm not afraid of anything. Like, what are you going to do? And then he finds the mirror and he's like, it's going to feel real good. Going to make a difference.
Oh, you man in the mirror, right?
He man in the mirrors himself.
I was wondering what you were doing.
And he realizes that his nose is turning into a big lumpy penis with whiskers on it.
This was so gross but cute at the same time.
Yeah.
I love the way weirdos age.
Yeah.
If this is canon. Is this canon for future weirdos?
But this is my favorite part of the show, his review of what his fear was.
Yeah.
I got kind of choked up a little bit. Yeah. It was so sweet.
It had so much heart.
Yeah.
It was beautiful. Muppets, man, they nail it every time.
Every time.
So while Gonzo is going through this real crisis, Pepe is about to get killed because he has been. The bride has found him.
Taraji P. Henson.
Constance Hatchaway.
Constance Hatchaway.
Oh, we forgot to mention that Yvette.
Shirley from Community.
Yes, that she's the driver. These are all, and also these are like characters from the the Haunted Mansion story.
And then the rest of the Muppets, like they're having the main Muppet crew is having a Halloween party while this is happening, but they also show up as cameo characters from the Haunted Mansion.
Right.
Yeah.
Gonzo and Pepe. And
So it's kind of structured like A Christmas Carol.
It's very much like that. Yeah.
In that all the people who are close to him are having a party, a real party in somebody's house or something.
Yeah.
And those scenes are adorable.
They are.
Too.
Fozzie Bear is the Hatbox Ghost. If you're, again, for you Haunted Mansioniacs. Is that what we would call them?
Haunted Mansions. We all have to call ourselves Sean now. We're all legally, if you're really into the Haunted Mansion, if you're a real fan, you legally change your name to Sean. So that you can be part of the Haunted Mansion.
Spelled S-I-O-N.
Can I spell it S-H-A-W-N instead of S-E-A-N?
It just has to sound like Sean.
Anyway.
We're not crazy. Sean, look in my eyes. This is Sean. Would Sean lie to you?
So the Constance, the bride, is she's a Black Widow. She's gonna kill you the minute she marries you.
Literally, because she's Taraji P. Henson.
Yeah.
Oh, don't.
Damn.
She is a sexy Black Widow, though.
And the ghosts of all of her former husbands are in the attic with them.
Yeah.
And they're talking. And she's like, guess hypnotized Pepe. And he's going to get married. And he's wearing that little white tux.
He's so cute.
She keeps calling him my little King Prawn or something.
And you know what? I love the way they play this character, that she really does love these men. She just can't help it. She has to kill.
Yeah.
With an axe.
Yeah. And that's, I was telling Amy while we were watching, I'm like, I'm really proud of Disney for taking the chance on something that's actually scary and making something that's kind of scary.
Muppets has always been a little aged up.
Well, and I feel like I feel like Disney handles scary. They always explore that too. Like they've always been great with Halloween. I mean, they have Halloween specials going on. You know, I mean, Sleepy Hollow. That's an old ass.
Well, the reason I think about that, maybe why I don't expect it anymore, is because of the Black Cauldron situation.
Yeah,
where like they did that and they felt like it was a big bad move on their part, and they started dialing back on stuff. But I do think the Muppets have always handled spooky stuff.
Who are the Muppets made for?
Who are the Muppets made for?
I feel like because I started watching the original Muppet series on Disney Plus.
Yeah,
and I feel like a lot of those jokes would be over kids' heads.
I think the Muppets,
even though like you see Muppets and you're like, oh, it's a kids show.
Well, that was made in a time when variety shows were like a big thing, and they were trying to get everybody in the whole family to sit around the TV in the living room. And so it had to appeal to everybody.
A big demographic.
I don't think it was even as calculated as that.
But it was a variety show. You know what I mean?
One of those things, though.
There's a certain innocence to it.
Yeah, because the thing about it is, it's like very pure in that it was not some studio that saw something that was working and retworked it.
They retworked it.
And they retworked it. But Jim Henson he was doing what, as an artist, like just what he wanted to do, what he loved, and that's what came out.
That is very Jim Henson, I think. A touch of like innocence and whimsy and a touch of weird hippie dark.
Yeah, because we went to that exhibit and they showed some of his student artwork, early work, and it was like psychedelic stuff.
Yeah, he was
drug
super
trips almost
into that stuff. And like, well, if you even look at the songs that they did in the Muppet Show and even in Sesame Street, he clearly loved, like 60s. I mean, he was like, that was his jam. He's so great.
I think that's one of the reasons that, like, I think a lot of guys our age like that kind of acidy stuff.
Yeah, it for sure is a
from
big part for me.
watching Muppet stuff and watching Sesame Street.
Other kids,
because all the pop culture you were consuming was made by people
who were blown out of their minds on mushrooms or whatever. Yeah. But and then it just felt so magical, and this feels magical. This
agreed.
This special is really good. Man, I've been spoiled the past couple of days with entertainment.
Dare you?
Sound angry.
Yeah, you got to watch this. You got to watch Candyman 2. You just been blessed.
I am so satisfied, except for Candyman Farewell to the Flesh.
Well, you got to eat a lot of Candyman Farewell to the Flesh to get full.
Well, there's a Circus Peanuts of
like
movies.
Circus Peanuts.
That was an unwelcome stone in an otherwise delicious burrito.
So it ends with Gonzo faces his fears. He's allowed to leave, but he realizes Pepe.
His fear is never see, because he was going to be trapped in the Haunted Mansion forever if he didn't complete his quest, and he realized his fear is never seeing his friends again. And I was like, oh.
Yeah.
It was really touching, and he wanted to get back to his chicken girlfriend.
Yeah. Camilla.
Man, that always bothered me just a little bit. Like,
wasn't there a little side comment made about him having a chicken girlfriend in this?
Yeah, because he was talking about getting back to her and stuff like that.
Oh, okay.
It's kind of adorable because if he's just a bird. Is he a bird?
I didn't know he was
not a bird.
No,
he's a weirdo.
He's from outer space.
They're called
according to Muppets in Space.
Yeah. Oh, that's right. I gotta watch it. That was the first time they brought Pepe out. I think
he might have been on Muppets Tonight.
There he's like,
I love Pepe.
But on his images, okay.
Yeah. I think he was on Muppets Tonight.
Famous peoples.
I love it was John Stamos.
I was watching the Rami Malek SNL, and I realized Rami Malek looks like Pepe the Prawn.
Oh dear.
He can give off a little Pepe the Prawn.
It's the
vibes.
eyes.
Yeah.
And the antennae.
That too.
Oh yeah. Such a versatile actor though.
Mm-hmm.
Gonzo saves his friend. They survive the night, and they're free to go home.
And they do something for that magician ghost. That part kind of flew out of my brain, but like he gets to be a man again, or he gets to go.
He revealed that he was.
Oh, he reveals. That's it.
But he's
just
actually
reveals.
happy to be there.
He's still a ghost.
He's like, no, it's my home. I stay here now.
Yeah.
So you get all your Haunted Mansion shit. You get all your Muppet shit.
Muppet shit.
You get it all.
You get all
Muppet shit look like?
It's all swirled together. It's like lots of different colors.
Like I thought it was so great. Like the floating candelabra shows up.
Yeah.
Like all the things. It's there.
It's got the stretching portraits.
They rhyme candelabra with the word macabre,
which is brilliant.
It was. I was like, whoa, shit, wordsmithery.
Like both of these specials we watched today, if they're not nominated for a fucking Emmy.
Oh, by the way,
I don't know what is real.
The fucking Emmys.
Yes.
For all the when Gonzo gets a hold of the chicken, they're gonna get the category as when puppets fuck. So Amy,
what?
Well, we watched these two specials, but I just want to give an honorable mention to one if you like this sort of stuff. The Mickey's, I don't remember what it's called, but it's the new Mickey Halloween special on Disney Plus is right up there with these two.
So you said it's the new animation style?
Yeah, it's the new style they did it when they started doing all the international stuff.
Potato Land.
Is it the Potato Land style?
Yes, it's the Potato Land style.
That's some more inside baseball for you.
I'm looking it up right now what the
We
actual
can't
name
help
of it is
it.
because
It just reminds me, I just haven't been to the Haunted Mansion in a while. Like, yes, I went to the one in Disneyland recently. Yeah. It's like
You want your Haunted Mansion.
I want my home.
Mm-hmm.
My home Haunted Mansion.
Right. The one you're accustomed to.
it's called The Scariest Story Ever, a Mickey Mouse Halloween Spooktacular. It's 22 minutes. It's on Disney Plus. So fun.
Not for the kiddies though. You're definitely gonna make sure they're in bed by then.
Yeah, it's a little
A little grown up.
Again, it's another one of those things where they went scary.
In the Muppets thing, when Gonzo's going up the circular staircase to try to find Pepe, and he looks down and there's that giant monster face
Oh, it's great.
in the stairwell, that freaked me out a little bit.
The teeth were great.
Yeah.
It was very Tim Burton-y.
It was.
And it shows you how great, like, how much better puppetry is. Like, because that was clearly also
When it's done by the right
puppet.
puppets.
Yeah.
Puppeteers.
When the puppets do it right.
When the puppets do it right, they do it right.
It's gonna take puppets, a whole lot of Muppet puppets. It's gonna take plenty of puppets
to get it right, child.
To do it, 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 to
That
do it.
video-
I'm giving you no relief.
Well, that video had like puppetry in it too.
Yeah, but I got to tell you what, I get that song mixed up with the Weird Al version. This song is just 6 words long. And I get them they're interchangeable to me now because that's how good Weird Al is. He takes over the songs. That's Amish Paradise is also, I don't even remember the other one anymore.
Like, Coolio, who did he covered? Coolio covered a Weird Al song. That's
Yeah.
weird.
That's so weird.
Oh God, that's funny. The song is just 6 words long. I remember that's the best.
Yeah, it is the best.
Oh, Jesus. That's all I have to say about that.
That's all I have to say about that too.
Those look like comfortable shoes.
I may not be a smart man.
Freddy went full Gump on
Oh
us.
dear.
No, I'm bringing a different kind of performance to Gump.
Yep.
So Kelley, do you want to tease us with your Tropicana now?
All right, you guys ready to get it teased?
Ooh, let me get my pick and my hairspray.
All right.
I'm ready.
What? All right, and I'm taking this from Webster's unabridged list of Tropicana topics.
Okay.
And Webster, the TV show.
Yeah, these
George.
are from Ma'am George and.
You can't have my soul. I need it for dancing.
What is your biggest fuck this shit, I'm out moment?
Ooh.
This says in your life so far. It doesn't have to be the give me a good fuck this shit, I'm out moment from your life.
All right.
Work, school, friendships, sex. You know what? This sucks. Fuck this shit. I'm out of here. I'm taking my penis and I'm leaving.
Not your penis.
I'm taking my penis and I'm leaving.
But
I'm going
that's my
home.
favorite part.
I'm taking my penis and
But
I'm
you
going
said
home. Well, I leave it for
it's
tonight,
my
and then I'm coming to get it back in the morning.
Yum, 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 yum.
Anyway, that's it. Fuck this shit. I'm out
Okay.
moments. That appealed to me because I have a lot of those.
That was a good
I
one.
have one every day. But like I don't say I'm out.
Try to find one where you did.
I've just thought of one that's fucking ridiculous from my life.
I say it every time before I flush the toilet.
I was hoping.
Like, fuck this shit, and I flush it.
And then he leaves washing his hands because he wants to be dramatic. He's like, I'm out. And he's like, I don't care that I'm going to have diarrhea later because of this. I don't give a fuck.
No, I turn on the water to make you guys think I wash my hands.
You do like a 10 count.
Yeah. Splash it a little bit.
You could have washed your hands in the time that it takes you to not wash your hands.
That's a power move right there.
Oh,
See,
man.
I could have, but I didn't.
Yeah.
I just wasted water.
Yep. And shook their hands afterwards.
Oh boy.
That's always like you come back like, don't you hate when you pee in your hands?
It's a twofer. If you see what I'm doing there.
You know,
twofer.
You know what's real weird, man, is like sitting where I'm at, all I see are Kermit eyes. Because the computer,
Andy's hat.
the monitor is blocking Andy's head, and it's just perfectly just Kermit's eyes are looking over the monitor at me, and it's.
But Freddie, those are just Kermit's eyes looking over at you.
Oh yeah, I'll get a picture. That makes sense.
This is Freddie's POV. We'll post it later.
So very cool. So patrons look forward to our fuck this shit, I'm out moments.
Look forward to it.
Gotta think about that one for a while.
I hope you can make it through the whole episode and don't say fuck this shit.
Fuck
I'm
this
out.
shit, I'm out.
We're here with Tropicana. Fuck this shit. I'm not recording tonight.
That should be one of ours. Like we should.
It's like, that
We
was a
should be
really
like,
short
right
show.
now is my fuck this shit I'm out moment.
Oh man, okay. Beelzebubs. These are our sugar daddies and sugar mamas.
We've put a devil aside for you.
And sugar people.
And our sugar non-binary. And our sugar two spirits. And our sugar titties. And our sugar lumps.
Patreon.com/NOTLP. Again, if you want to support the show with your dollars. Ready?
Alise Kombrinck.
I'm coming to see you, sugar.
Riker and Amber's mom?
That's right. It's Riker and Amber's mom.
You're on. Did they just say Daddy's on an away mission right now when you came here?
You couldn't tell Riker you're on a way.
That's adorable.
I have to radio in and let him know how it's going.
Tell him to make it so.
I don't think it's a radio.
Do you take him outside and say, time to go to the bathroom, make it so?
Number one, do a number two.
Oh, do it too. Number one.
Call him number one.
Amanda Geletko.
I do sometimes, by the way.
Good.
Ernie Perez. You do a number two in your yard?
I call him a number one.
Oh. Okay. Wait, now I think I'm caught up.
Ernie.
Yeah, I love you, Ernie. Mark Watts.
What's up?
Bill Farner.
Hi, Bill.
Blake Heath. Jeremy Cassie. Oop, and Gamora Burmeister. And I almost had a little burp.
Oh, a little.
I almost had a little burpmeister during the Burmeisters. Jeff L.
Jeff L.
Yeah.
I like to think it stands for Lestat.
Yeah. I like to think that too.
He's the Jeff Pyre Lestat.
Now that you said that.
Iona Goodwin.
Yeah, I own a great one. I'm glad I got to be in on
I think the listeners just plug it in themselves too.
I like
that
to
felt
give
like a present that you
nicknames.
gave me.
Yes, you guys can always join.
Well, no, I don't want to do it a lot
our
because then
specials.
it's
Okay.
it's not special, you know. But like that was
baby.
nice. I got to do it
All right.
once.
You're welcome.
Yeah, thank you.
That was your Christmas and
there goes
birthday
Kelley
present.
taking my thing. Always saying I own a great one. It's a copying me.
See, I just did it the one time. It was special.
And there's Joe, the Terror of Taiwan, Juvland.
Terror of Taiwan?
I don't know. I wanted to give him like a boxing name.
Yeah.
He's from Taiwan, huh? You wouldn't think, but
But
he
just
is.
call him Joey J.
Joe J.
Joey J.
Joe J. Simpson. Branan and Emily Whitehead in Intravia.
Yep. You guys are loves.
Bill Chandler.
Hey, Bill.
Bill from the Chandler.
Bill. You let it kill me, Bill.
Oh, he's got a little Georgie in him.
Yeah.
Do you have any Georgie in you?
Would you like to?
Blayne Turner.
Pennywise does in his tummy. Just a little bit, his arm.
Monica Martinson. Paul Gauthier.
He's PG rated.
PG. You know what? If he does have the warmth of a PG movie.
I know.
He does.
Friendly.
But the sophistication of an R-rated movie.
Yeah.
PG gets one F-bomb, right? Or is that just PG-13?
13.
I don't even think they make PG movies.
They don't.
If they do, it's an accident.
Yeah, they're like, fuck.
Can you get a side boob in a PG?
Maybe.
All right.
I feel like it's like PG-13 movies to R-rated movies. Like if you accidentally get rated PG, now you have to throw like a swear word, an extra swear word in to like knock it up to an acceptable rating.
A firm PG.
A firm PG-13. You know, you gotta.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I get it. Dr. Brian, attorney at law.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Dave Siebert. I hope you're well, my friend. Carly Gibson. Alyssa Boehm. Boehm. I wish I was your lover.
That's terrible. That's actually I kind of like that.
That was good.
Yeah.
Bam, 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 bam.
I like the first one better.
He's doing REM now. Bang and Blame, which is a
Bang
great
and Blame.
song.
It is a great song.
Dustin and Ace Chisam. When you want a plumber you can trust.
And I always do. I don't want a plumber that I can't trust.
Yeah. What's that?
You can trust in Dustin.
Oh, that's why I call. His name rhymes-ish.
He's not a plumber, though. So you have to question pretty much everything about him. So can you? I mean, he's presented himself as something he clearly isn't.
My world is topsy-turvy.
All right. Lynn Walsh.
Hey.
She took me in and made me a Vegemite sandwich.
I took to the Lynn down under.
God, it just got real silly all of a sudden, didn't it? We're some silly billies.
That's that famous song.
Yeah.
I gotta say too, that was the first time that it ever occurred to me to do that, Lynn.
Yeah.
So I hope you liked it.
It's gonna happen every time.
Because I gotta say it is probably because I really like it. I like it better than I realized I liked it.
That's your own Australian thing. Call that.
Yeah.
Amy's got the Iona good
Well,
ones.
I've got
You got
all of
the
my,
Lynn
I got
down
all of my
under.
little nicknames. You know, I haven't gotten to everybody because some of you it's more difficult, but that's a great one.
Yeah. Well, unless she hates it.
Sorry, Lynn, but I like it.
If Amy likes it, I mean that's cool.
I
but
win.
You.
If I don't get it, I'm gonna say fuck this and I'm out.
Did we ever find
That'll be your
out
moment.
how he got the name Paulie Walnuts? Is that ever revealed?
I've only seen the first season of The Sopranos.
Like, is that in this new movie? You think you're gonna have like the Han Solo moment where Paulie Walnuts has walnuts, and they're like, "Look at Paulie eating all those walnuts." I know what we'll call him, Candyman.
It's It's probably just a character who has trouble remembering names. He's like, who is that guy? What is his name? Paulie. He was eating something. He was, what is his name there? Paulie.
I remember he was leaning on the wall.
Paulie.
Eating nuts that look like little scrotums.
Paulie walnuts. Whatever.
All right, show's over. Bye, guys.
Well played.
Frankenstein was wondering if he should go to